For your understanding purpose only, I'm just trying to explain you the whole Windows Phone OS architecture by considering again the real-time example. So consider the real-time example as the Windows Phone user is trying to load some or use or load some video file within web browser. So what will be the steps to learn any video file within web browser will be obviously the user has to enter URL, and then based on that the information will be fetched from another end, that is from another end server, and the respective video file will be loaded into your web browser, and then you will have the desired output. So basically how it works is, so again just try to categorize this information into the following points. Like first point is what is the file format that needs to be processed. Second point is what should be the type of file format or the extension used to load the URL within web browser. Okay, so that's it. So consider the first file format. The first point, that is the file format is nothing but in short the video related content. So obviously it will be in suppose say MP4 file format. And another point is like the URL. Okay, in short URL should have some kind of extension, like the URL might be based on .html or .jsp or another web programming based extension too. So uh, to have this video file within web browser, this is part of user interface, that is the part of, in short, your application layer. So now consider the resource code is loaded into your web browser of your Windows Phone smartphone. So in short, this request will be delivered, that is the actual payload or information will be delivered from application layer to the OS layer. Now OS layer includes sub two layers. We already seen that application frameworks and framework models too. So application framework itself includes so many frameworks, where we have already seen that it includes three frameworks. Like first one was Microsoft Silverlight, another was Microsoft XNA, and third one was programming APIs. So basically when this source code based information will be requested from application layer to OS layer, this application framework will accept this information, receive this information, and it will try to segregate the you know the file format based information. Like the .mp4 file will be managed, or it will be managed by this Microsoft Silverlight engine, who manages the multimedia based file supports. And the programming related part, like the obviously the source code includes some extension based source code, which includes which is based on any programming language. So this will be again based on HTML or JSP web based programming languages. So the API part of application framework will again manage this JSP to HTML and JSP content. Again, same thing will be processed towards the framework models sublayer of operating system layer, who is in short trying to make interaction between the kernel and the OS layer. So in short, it includes one uh, a shell layer. Okay, shell layer in the sense, again try to remind what you have learned while introducing yourself to Linux operating system. Okay, where you have you are supposed to enter some commands through terminal of your Linux operating system to provide some kind of instructions to the shell. So in similar way, this framework models includes the the instruction set that needs to be processed to the shell of this shell of this operating system layer, which provides instructions to the kernel. So our again come to the example. Our example is like the information needs to be processed, um, which is in the multimedia file format, obviously. So this information will be passed through this shell framework of framework models of operating system layer to the kernel. Kernel will receive this information. It will automatically understand what needs to be done based on the type of information received. So obviously the here again the Windows embedded compact architecture will be used, which is history of this kernel used in Windows Phone operating system. So again, this kernel will forward the received information. Forward in the sense it is going to actually process the information with the help of hardware used. That is obviously RAM is a very important point, because a part of RAM is used to execute and to generate the requested requested input, based on which again kernel and hardware, that is RAM, is going to generate the desired output, and again in reverse order, through which the request was received. Again through same layers, the generated output will be delivered back through the framework model, that is through OS layer to the application layer, and after which only the user will have the desired output. So in day-to-day life, we are using web browsers, even though in our PCs, laptops, tablets, and so on. So whatever the plugin is required to run, it might be your you might be received some kind of notification like install Flash Player within your web browser so that it can run the high definition video files. So this is what is nothing but the same example we have considered. So within Windows Phone, same work is done by this Microsoft Silverlight framework, okay, which supports different types of multimedia files and so on. So I hope by understanding this example, you have cleared with Windows Phone operating systems architecture. So if you have any queries related to this, you can email me at my official email ID, or you can post your comments on our Edish account also. Okay, thank you.